Hi guys, it's me. So I hope that you are having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Hopefully you have people that are around you that love you very, very much. But I thought today we would do a Valentine's Day painting. And we're just going to use paints, and basically maybe I'll use a little bit of markers, and we're going to do some mark making, and we'll kind of see how it goes. I don't really have a plan. I have a canvas here, 8 by 10, and we're going to kind of see where it goes. I do not have Valentine's, but I do have two wonderful nephews that gave me some chocolate, which is so wonderful. So I definitely am feeling the love today. So this is just a wrap canvas, so that's what we're going to use. And then I have my Deco Arts Americana paints. And I think that I'm going to use a cool palette. So I have Deco Arts Americana Bahama Blue, Deco Arts Americana Citron Green, and then Deco Arts Americana Sea Glass, and Deco Arts Americana Peacock Teal. I can hardly see that. Can you see that? Because it's covered with paint. And Deco Arts Lavender, which is one of my favorite colors. I love purples. So let me just grab something to use as a palette here. Probably won't use that. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create the base layer. So let's see. Maybe we'll start with the sea glass first. Hopefully I have not. What color do I want to start with? I'm trying to decide, guys. Choices, choices, choices. Let's see. Maybe we'll start with a little bit of this one. And I love using color families because you don't have to worry about the colors getting muddy. And it's really cool because you get a lot of kind of accidental colors too. That purple can be a little tricky though, so maybe I'll wait on purple. And I can't decide if I want to use this sea glass color. I don't think so. Let's maybe try this guy. This is Bahama Blue, which I think I have nice and clogged because I totally forgot to put the top on. But you guys know I do that, which is bad. Bad shimmy. Okay. See if we can get a little bit out. There's just a tiny, ooh, too much. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick that on there. Just stick it in a couple spots. Okay, so we're going to start blending these out a little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit of white too. I'm going to use my Deco Arts Traditionals. Ooh, maybe I'll use this light pearl color. That might be pretty. I know I have a white too, though. But let's add a little bit of iridescence to it. I think that'd be really cool. So let's add just a little bit. We'll kind of see how it goes to those paints. We'll make this a little bit experimental. Very good. So we had to go out because we were preparing our lesson for Sunday school. This time the kids were learning about this. They're doing a review on the commandments. So we're going to be playing commandment bowling. We're going to be teaching them commandments while they're bowling, which will be fun. So we'll just kind of set everything up like a lane at a bowling alley, and then they will, whatever pins they knock over, they have to explain to us what commandments. We'll have all the commandments on there. They have explained to us what that commandment is and what it means. So that should be fun. We try to make it fun for them and very active. So, I mean, there's some stuff that's serious, of course, that you need to talk about, but a lot of stuff you can just make it interesting for them and just make it come alive, right? So it's fun. So we were out and about, and everybody was shopping for their Valentine, so it was fun. We went to the dollar store because we needed to get some transparencies because we're going to be talking about, you know, how sin affects you. So that's pretty cool. So we use transparencies, and then you make marks on them, kind of symbolizing the little sins that we have and how they can blind us, how they kind of restrict our vision. So we had to get some transparencies for that. So we got some of those, and there was a long line because everybody was getting Valentine's Day balloons at the Dollar Tree, so it was fun. And then they have a floral shop next to it, so, and she's really a nice lady. She makes beautiful arrangements, so we were happy that she was getting lots of business today. And she makes beautiful flowers, beautiful arrangements, so that was fun. Alrighty, so let's blend this out. And I'm just doing different sections of colors. I'm just blending everything nicely. I definitely don't want to lose all the white, but I think it's going in that direction, so I'm just going to kind of go with it. And it does have a beautiful iridescent sheen, which I love. And you could do this in warm colors too, so like your oranges and your reds, and it'd be awesome. I'm just using some cooler tones here. Very nice. And I'm just going to lift this up and kind of see if I think it's balanced, which I do. Do I want anything else? I think maybe I do want a little bit more of this green. Doesn't have enough. So I want to go ahead and go in here and just kind of gently add it a little bit. Oh, and I also got a Valentine's Day card from my big sister, like from the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, which is so sweet. She always sends me cards, which I'm so grateful for. It's very sweet. It's always a lovely surprise. So there we go. But cards are fun, aren't they? It's fun. So those look awesome. I'm going to grab a baby wipe for my finger painting hands. I have on my nice jeans. Do you guys like, what kind of like things do you guys paint in? I usually have like a pair of black pants that have paint all over them because I'm so messy. If I wasn't messy, that would not be a problem. But so I'm going to do my best not to get anything on these pants. I should be wearing my apron. That would help. I'm just going to wet my hands a little bit here. Okay, and we're actually going to just give this a second to dry. It's really nice too because if you don't like something, you can just use your baby wipe to kind of wipe it back a little bit. I think that the edges are a little bit thin, so I'm just going to go around with this little paint that I have over here. I'm going to add just a little bit in some spots. Nothing too fancy here. Maybe in this spot too. I think how you know if you've added enough to your canvas is you shouldn't be able to see any of the white on the canvas. So just keep adding until you get to that point. Just makes it look a little better. So we'll do that and that. Maybe we'll add a little bit here because I see a little bit of the canvas there. I don't want to add too much, but see how you get a really beautiful variation of color when you mix colors from the same color family together. It's really interesting. So this will not take that long to dry at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it aside just for a minute, and I'm going to figure out which pencils I want to use on here. So I think I will use maybe a black Sharpie. I also have these from the dollar store. I don't know how well they work over paint. We can kind of test it out. But there's like a silver permanent marker. So that should work. Let's see here. And then these are my paint pens. So let's see what we got here. I've never actually used this one. This is the Sharpie's white oil base. I've had this thing for like 4 years, so I don't even know if it works. I should probably try it out one day. Let's see. So this one is probably dead, but we'll give it a shot. These are really nice, but they're not very opaque. But they are light fast, which is good. So maybe I'll add, I think red would be really pretty with the colors that I have on my canvas, just as like a color that makes it pop. And since I haven't used these a lot, let's go for it. Let's see what we can do with them. This one hasn't even been opened. Bad. And this is an aqua ink, so I probably shouldn't use those. because I don't think I want anything water soluble on my canvas. Let's see what else we have here. I also have this yellow one. It's a Liquitex. And these I was sent in a giveaway, because these are the most expensive paint pens on the market. So they're definitely, it was a good giveaway. So we'll do those, and maybe we'll add a little bit of glitter with my dollar store glitter pen. That'd be great. And maybe a little bit of gold. This is the Deco Arts gold, which is good. That's a paint pen. And then I know that I'm probably going to want to add some white. So we'll use the Deco Arts white pen, or also like this gold too. Perfect. Okay, so between those, we should be able to do something. Let's add, make it this one going. This is a black one. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So I have no idea where this is going. I just want to make it interesting, the canvas. So that's kind of what we're going for here. So I'm wondering if, let's just start. Let's just begin. Okay, so maybe here I'm just going to add some dashes. And it's fun to play with warm and cool colors in different ways. So have one there. I'm going to add a little bit of red here, and maybe a little bit of red here. A little bit bigger than that spot. Alrighty. And then I love dashes. Those are my favorite. So I'm going to try not to use a ton of them, which will probably be impossible for me, but let's see here. What do I want to do here too? Let's just do some lines there. Just do an odd number there. Let's add a few here. And maybe here. We'll make these kind of go off the side a little bit, but I want to expand them just a little bit. And you just want to make sure that everything's dry. That little spot is not dry, so that's how your pens get clogged. So do not do what I do. Okay, and then let's see, what else do I want? I think I'll save the gold and black for last. Those are my favorite. So let's maybe see. I don't know how well this yellow is going to show up, but let's see what we can do here. Maybe we'll just use since this is like a chisel edge, wonder how that would look. Just like that. Very good. And let's see what it looks like on top of that color too. And let's add a little bit of down here. Just like that. Alrighty. Okay, so I think what I will do next is, I have a bottle cap. So I think I'm going to grab some silver paint. I have my metallics in a totally crazy place, so I'm gonna have to use my fluid acrylics. Yeah, we'll just use these babies. But you could just use gold acrylic paint. This is just because I can't get up right now that I'm using this. So we're just gonna put a little bit of paint on here. And I just want to add a little bit of marks on this canvas. little bit more. Such a beautiful gold, isn't that? It's just gorgeous. It's so pretty. Just going to go in and add just a little bit more to these. There we go. And a little bit more. There we go. And add one there maybe. And I don't want them to be perfect. It's okay if they're imperfect. That makes it a little bit more interesting for your eye. So we like using our eyes. Very good. And this part right here looks pretty kind of blank. So I'm going to go in and just add a few there too. Just a little bit. We're just adding a lot of cells here. Let's see. And since I have this blue, let's go ahead and add a little bit of marks with those. And these are great because they're dimensional. I'll just put them in little clusters like that. And sorry about that. I think that was my Facebook Messenger. So that looks awesome. I probably will have to let this dry now naturally, right? Okay, so let's see. What else do I want to add? Let's add some black. Black just kind of makes everything come alive. So let's do that. But do I want to add it with marks first? Yeah. I think so. We'll just let that sit just for a second. And in between these, let's see what I want to do. Let's just add, if this will do this, we'll add some dots into some of these. Not all of them, but some of them. I said not all of them, and then I'm adding all of them in the little ring. That's okay. So we'll do that just like that. And some here too. So my nephew loves Baby Shark. I don't know. I think it's called the Shark Song, but I don't know. But it's really cute. So I have that in my song now. I'm singing, Baby Shark, doo 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 doo, Baby Shark, doo 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 doo. Because we do it together. So he's funny. And he counts now. So he can count to 10. And it's so funny because he will sometimes not want to start at 1. So he'll start at 4 and he'll do 4 through 10. It's really funny. And I'm like, okay, little guy. And you can't do anything to make him do 1. And he can say run, but he doesn't want to do the run. It's very cute. He's a handful. He is. He's cute as can be, but boy. He's a little feisty baby. Let's see. Which is good. He has lots of personality. Just going to add a few of these little guys. I kind of really like that red, so we're going to add a little bit of it in some spots. So I have Baby Shark in my head. Mommy Shark, doo 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 doo. Let's add a few more in here. How are we doing on time? It's like been 20 minutes. This is just going to be a long video, guys. I'm sorry. But you can fast forward it if you want. Let's see. And then we'll do... Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if this will work. I don't... Because Sharpie doesn't work unless paint is dry. I hate to ruin this because this is a nice juicy one, but to do something like that. And I'm just filling this canvas with marks, so. If you didn't have paint pens, you could just use a lot of markers will work, so you can use those too. And it's fine, it works. I will, of course, varnish this after I'm done, so I don't have to worry about it. Very good. Okay, I like that. And let's maybe stick some down here too. And I'm going very light on my hand. I'm holding it very lightly. Let's do a little bit up here too, and we'll kind of have those go off the edge a little bit. Very good. So we have 4 of them. I think that's good. Okay, and then I want to add just some little dots. I like dots. It's so funny, they gave me the box of chocolate and then they asked me if they could have it. So I got 1 piece of chocolate from the whole box. It was really funny. But yeah. It was funny. Alrighty. And this. Oh, and I have to tell you, so one of my students, she gave me these little talking like valentines stuffed animals, which they're so cute. So I brought it in for my oldest nephew. There's another one for the youngest, but I wanted to wait a little bit. I was going to give him his on Valentine's Day, but I couldn't wait to give the oldest one his. And it's so cute, like the tail moves back and forth. And he says, "Don't you want to hug me?" It's really cute. It's funny. So, it was funny. So then we brought it in, and his younger brother usually loves everything that his older brother has, right? But he is totally afraid of stuffed animals. I did not know that. So, I think I'm going to have to give both of the stuffed animals to my older nephew. Because his brother is not having him. And he's pretty brave. Like, he's a total daredevil, even though he's not even 2 yet. Yeah, so. Okay, I like where this is going. I like the direction. Let's maybe add a little bit of gold. I don't know what kind of marks I want to mark with the gold. Maybe we'll do like some triangles. I like that. So he was like making all these funny noises, and then like he would totally leave the room when if his brother started playing it. He'd be like, like he was so scared. It was so upsetting, poor baby. But who would have known that he'd be afraid of stuffed animals? I don't know why, but and they're so cute. Like, they're not even, they're really cute stuffed animals. You know, they're fun, but it's funny. I love children. They bring just so much joy. And they're very honest. Just wonderful. There you go. But it's so nice for them to, and they gave their grandmother a Valentine's Day gift too, which is so sweet. But my mom, she always got us Valentine's chocolates. Since we were little ones, we always knew we were getting a box of chocolate from her. And sometimes even a rose. It was so sweet. There we go. My sister's teaching her boys the same thing, so I think that's pretty special. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good. Ooh, okay, I'm excited. So now let's do... I'm going to add a little bit of water to this little guy here. I am using my Deco Arts paint. I will link a video below on why I like to use these paints. They work fine on canvas. They're actually archival and light fast. And you can even underbind them a little bit and you're fine. If I was using regular craft paint, like Apple Barrel or, you know, Craft Smart from Michaels, I would be a little bit more careful. I probably wouldn't do this. But because these paints are fine, they're really beautiful paints, you can actually do this. So I'm going to do a drip here. And I will have a class coming out, Mixed Media Canvases. It's the one that I teach at my workshops. So it will be up next week, I'm hoping. So if you want to learn like these techniques about composition and fun techniques like how to splatter and all that stuff, you can definitely check out that class. It's at a very affordable price too. All my classes will be at that price. I have actually 3 completed classes, but I'm going to like release them at different times. So I'm super excited about that. I've been working like a crazy lady, but it works. Alrighty. I'm thinking, is there anything else that I want on here? I think I want another drip. Drippity drip, drip, drip. But it's a really fun class, so we're going to talk about like color theory and about how to pick colors and how to add different mediums and how to use glazing medium and how to just make really beautiful, interesting canvases. So mixed media canvases. So it's a fun class. And I think that you will learn something even if you are someone that's a little bit advanced in mixed media. Very good. So I like that. I like that a lot. Very good. And I like that you can change the directions of your drips. So I'm just going to tap that a little bit. Oh, that looks great. Okay. Alright, so now the final thing that I'm going to do is let this dry, and I will be right back after it dries, and we're going to do one more thing to this to make it into a Valentine's canvas. We're inspired by Valentine's Day, so I'll see you back in a second. Okay guys, so now we are going to make a mask of a heart. So I just have a piece of scratch paper here from my printer, of something that I printed out. I'm just going to fold it in half, and we're going to make hearts just like our kindergarten teachers told us to. When we were in kindergarten, right? You just make a shape here. So you start here, you go up a little bit, and you make a shape of a heart. Let's see if I can find a pencil so I can show you, just in case you do not know that. I will not assume. Let's see. So I'm just kind of thinking of what size I want my heart to be. I think I want to do 3 hearts like down the middle instead of one big one, but you could do one big one. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and see. That might be a little bit too small, but let's see. I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. This does not have to be perfect. We're just playing around here. Okay, that's actually a really nice heart. I like it. So I think it might be a little bit too big, but that's okay. We can do one there, and one there that goes off. I don't think I like that. So let's trim it a little bit more. Hopefully I won't mess it up too bad. Just go through and we will dab it a little bit. Just like that. Let's see if that's better. Start at the bottom here. So let's do 1, 2. I can definitely get 3. Okay, so that's perfect. Alrighty, so that will be kind of our mask or our stencil that we're going to use. And then I'm going to use some white paint, and basically we're just going to black out most of the background. So this is just my Deco Arts Americana whitewash is what I'm going to use, and I also have a little bit of their medium. So I'm going to create like a DIY glazing medium. So we're going to go in and just add a little bit of that. It's going to make our paints a little bit transparent. What we're going to do here. Alrighty, and okay. And first I'm going to get the placement of my hearts. So I'm going to start here at the bottom, I think. Bring it up just a little bit more. And I'm just going to go around the mask. You could also do this with a makeup sponge if you like. Let's do the next one. I could make them all line up too. So if I go here, it's pretty much lined up, I think. It's okay if it's a little off. You guys know that I am not a perfectionist, like, at least not when it comes to my art. Art is kind of my free time. Okay, let's just go around here. I'm trying not to push too hard on the canvas because I don't want to dent, but I might have already made one. Alrighty, and this one is going to be a little bit tricky. So I should have put that down a little bit more, but that's okay. We shall manage. Actually, maybe I will I wonder if I can just eyeball a heart shape here. I think I will do that. Okay, I like that. Alrighty, and then what I'm going to do is just paint around them. And I get a little bit more paint, a little bit more medium of the, just use my brush here. Here we go. Just a little bit more paint there. Alrighty. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I really just want those hearts to pop. So that's why. And it might be kind of cool. I was going to cover the whole thing, but maybe I can just leave. Let's see. We'll see. Let's just play a little bit. I think I'm going to cover the whole thing. I was thinking about maybe leaving one half of it, but I think it will be more of a statement if I cover the whole thing. Oh, oh geez. Oh, spillage. Oh no. Okay, so, oh wow. Okay, well, we are just going to add a little bit. This is why I need to put the lids on my jars, because I'm so messy. Okay, let's see here. We will use a palette knife. I'll get as much of it up as I can. At least there wasn't like ink on here. Alrighty. Oh wow, it's been a little while since I wasted something like that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna stick it on there. Alrighty. On the painting too. Okay. So let me grab a baby wipe. A rag here. We'll just wipe the rest of this off. Okay. Grab this too. Just give that a nice little wipe. Well, okay. There we go. And top on securely shimmy. Alrighty. Alright, so let's add a little bit of white, and I should be able to finish this baby up. Okay. So what do you guys do to celebrate Valentine's Day? I'd love to hear in the comments. You'll have to let me know. I saw like heart-shaped pancakes and all sorts of fun stuff, so. It's a beautiful day here in Colorado. That's where I am right now. It's a little bit gloomy, but it's been getting gloomy. We've had a lot of people move here. So I think that part of that gloominess is pollution. Yeah. So see, and I'm just going to brush a little bit more of this on in some spots. And it's sad because of the pollution. So that's a little bit tough to get used to because we always have pretty blue skies here. We get a lot of sunshine in Colorado. I'm sure that's not the only reason. Maybe some people moved here because we have a lot of outdoor activities like skiing and that kind of thing. But I think that was a big part of it. We got an influx of people after that. Oh wow, I love this. Looks great. Okay, that's it guys. Isn't that awesome? So I will paint the edges probably in black. And that is it. Thank you so much for being with me and my craziness. Well, I spilt something all over the carpet, but I really love how this turned out. I think it's a really special piece. So I'm excited. It's very fun. So I will varnish this, and then I also need to paint the edges. That's just a choice that I make. You don't have to do that. I will probably paint them with black because I really love painting my edges with black, but you could paint it with whatever you want. And I would love to see if you do this project. It's really great. And I am sending you lots of love, lots of prayers of love. And yeah, and I hope that you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day, and you know that you are loved. You are loved so much. So I hope you know that, okay? So, yeah, so that's it, guys. I will see you later. Yeah, I'm just going to go make dinner for my family, and I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.